I've come along to give a reading of my work, and I've been judging a writing competition from some of the students at the university, and also from schools from quite a wide catchment area. When you're starting out, and especially when you're young, it's quite a brave thing to do. You know, writing can be very exposing. And I think for young writers and new writers, you tend to write about your feelings and your life. And so for a complete stranger to be, pawing over it as I did, can be a little bit nerve-wracking. But the standard was good, and the range was good as well, which makes it, a pleasure to read. I think the difficulty is when you're just faced with a certain amount of similarity and competence, and you can't really tell one from the other. But there are clearly people here with different backgrounds, different personal experiences, and that all goes into the pot. And I was saying to them, during the prize giving, that one thing that I really admire in writing is authenticity, something that sounds real and fresh. That's always likely to catch my eye or my ear.
Well, this morning we've been welcoming Simon Armitage, who's in the morning he's been awarding the prizes in our annual writing competition, which has been running here now for over 10 years. And he gave lovely bits of advice, some quite humorous, to young writers this morning. And this afternoon he's going to do a reading from his own work. And it's absolutely marvellous for the students because they get to meet and see in the flesh somebody who may be something of an idol. And I think Simon Armitage is something of an idol with young writers because he's very popular but also very serious. He's mainly a poet, but he also writes plays, novels and scripts. And he's very wide-ranging in his own interests. So I think he communicates very well with our students and gives them encouragement for their own work.
You can spend a lot of time giving advice about creative writing. Somebody once said there are 3 rules about teaching creative writing, but nobody knows what they are. But I think the key advice is to read. You cannot be a writer unless you're a reader. And sometimes you will hear people say things like, "Oh, I don't want to read so-and-so in case it influences my style." That's rubbish. You're influenced by everything, by fire extinguisher signs, or by what you read on the back of crisp packets. So you might as well be influenced by the good stuff. So you have to find your gods, and you have to find your monsters, and you have to work out what you like and what you don't like and why. And then you have to try and apply it to your own voice, but that only comes through reading.